いい笑顔に今も包まれてる。うう Welcome back to another episode of the Y4, folks. Whew. I tell ya, I am tired. It's not even that late, man. It's only like 8. Well, yeah, it's 8. I was gonna say no, it's closer to 9, but it's not. I know this is a thing. We'll get to it. Speaking of get to it, we never even did this. Look, as much as I'd love to talk about... No, as much as I'd love to do something this episode... No, we need to... I want to talk about it. This episode's going to be short because I'm tired. I'm genuinely tired. I'm not saying that because I want to watch freaking Vampire Diaries. Or freaking High School Musical, the Musical, the Eerie, the Kiri, the Kira, Bridget story. No, I don't. Not right now, at least. Really, I'm tired. I want to sleep. So I'm gonna make this episode short. Cause like, I just want to make it short. I want to talk. So, I'm a person who's very, like, hell-bent and very excited on making plans. I'm a very, like, planned person. Especially, like, when it comes to the beginning of the day. I'm, like, after a few hours of waking... Like, after waking up... After a few hours of, like, doing schoolwork and all this kind of stuff in the morning, I'm like, alright, what's my day gonna look like? Usually when I'm in the shower, I freaking write on the freaking wall, like, okay, here's what we gotta do. I gotta do this, and like I do it in initials and all this kind of stuff. My point is, I'm a very planned out person, and I'm very excited to plan stuff. On certain days. Right? And that's good. It's good to plan things. It's good to track down, what you're going to do in the day. It's good to have goals, all that kind of stuff, right? But see, the thing is that I've been trying this kind of, like plans and for a while, throughout quarantine. And it's kind of a 90-10. Yeah, it's kind of a 90% out of... It's kind of like 1% out of 100 that it works. Or more like 5. The odds are getting better. Because the thing is that... I don't get everything done. I plan a lot of stuff at the beginning of the day, and I don't get half of it done. And it sucks, because I need to get it done. I want to get it done. And that stuff is like exercise, or spending time with family, or recording To Memoria Freese, or, working on other projects, or, just simple, complicated, not complicated stuff. Just everyday things. And so, I've tried that. Doesn't work. I tried doing a thing a few months back that I'd hoped that would make this, like, process easier for me to do. And basically it was tricking my mind. So why did I go there? Why did I decide to trick my mind, and how did I do it? Well, before I get there, I want to tell you this, right? The one reason that I'm not able to follow through with the plan of the day, whatever it may be, whether it's like 3 simple things or 10 million things, is because I'm always distracted. There's always got to be one show I'm watching. There's always got to be something that I really want to watch. There's always got to be some excuse that I filter in my head that excuses me from doing something. Not that I don't want to do, but it's just that I don't feel like doing in the moment. I'm very passionate about things that I want to do, but I just don't do them because I'm just like that. So I decided to trick myself, and how I tricked myself was I basically said, like, alright, I'm gonna watch a show, I'm gonna watch this show, like, forever, and, like, for 2 hours, and then I basically reverse psychology. I tried to reverse engineer my mind into thinking whenever I said, hey, it's time to watch a show, I'd really, like, flip it on its back, freaking, you know, like, drop kick my thoughts, and be like, yo, I'm actually gonna work on homework, or exercise, or something, right? And so, that strategy helped, but then eventually I dropped that too, because then my brain got smarter from re-engineering, or, you get the point. My mind ascended. And then eventually, I just forgot about it. So what I'm doing now, or what I'm gonna start doing today, like, for real, well, not for real, because I've been doing it for the past few days, but now I'm gonna try it at an even larger scale, because the last few days I've been using this strategy, like, for small things, like maybe doing a little bit of homework here, maybe doing a little exercise here. I've been using it sparingly, scattered, like, right? And what this strategy is, because I've construed so many plans and so many of them failed, I tried a strategy or two, and they didn't really turn out well. So what do? How can I stay focused? How can I get everything done in a day that I want to? How can I do stuff and while also, you know, exercise, getting good sleep, you know, all this kind of stuff, right? How can I make it work? What's the plan? Like, what's the strategy? The strategy is simple. To have no plan. Now, I know that might seem contradictory to me wanting to get stuff done in a day, but hear me out. Usually when it comes to plans, at least this is what I think, it's a list of things you want to do in a day, or a week, or in a length of time, right? And it's like, you know, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. And that's how I always feel a plan is. That's my definition of a plan. It's just a list of things to do and that need to be done in a specific, or like in different arrays of time, right? But now, instead of having that plan of 1, 2, 3, or whatever, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be using a strategy, like I said, that basically removes my entire concept of a plan and moves in something new. So, what I'm doing is I'm keeping in mind all of the things that I have to do in the day. So let's just say that those things are exercise. I know that I've used that like as an example like 50 times. So yeah, let's just say exercise, cleaning my room, I don't know, cleaning the dishes. No, not clean. No, cleaning my room, doing exercise, doing homework, and recording Memoria Freese. and then watching anime, right? Like, watching a TV show. And so I keep those all in mind, that I have to do those. But instead of being like, alright, 30 minutes for this, 20 minutes for this, 1 hour for this, and like putting in a specific order, and I just do them. I do them in an unconventional way. Now a good example of this. I haven't started doing, I haven't started using this plan on Memoria Freese, a certain series in this series yet. But an example of unconventionalism, at least in my mind, is, Liari's book club, right? And you know how I've always said, like, alright, I can only record these types of episodes when no one's home. Well, I'm going to be breaking off from that. And I'm going to be using an unconventional, strategy, which basically is like, alright, I don't care if there's 1 million people home or if there's none, I'm going to do Liari's book club. A Liari's book club session. Because, I keep on procrastinating it, and that I don't do it. Right? But if I do it, I record, if I'm recording any normal episode of Memoria Freese, then we can get through it faster, and it can work. There doesn't have to be a massive plan, there doesn't have to be anything. It's unconventional. There is no plan, right? And that's the strategy. It's to basically do things, just to have in mind all of the things that I have to do in a day, and then do them when I least expect, not when I least expect it, but when I have the time. For example, right? Today I was watching a lot of Vampire Diaries, and then I just decided, alright, I'm going to do some Spanish homework. And that was just out of the blue, so then I continued watching Vampire Diaries, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to do some exercise, and I did some exercise while watching Vampire Diaries, right? And then I stopped watching Vampire Diaries, and then I relaxed for a little while, and then I'm like, alright, I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to record Memoria Freese like I'm doing right now, I'm going to, combine the video together, and then I'm going to be like, you know what I mean? And so that's sort of I didn't plan that out. I didn't plan any of that out. I just went with the flow. It's unconventional flows. I've realized, but like I said, plans can work. I haven't said that. Plans can work. Plans aren't necessarily bad. But for some people, plans don't always work. Right? And so I'm using a strategy where everything's messy. Everything's in my mind, not in a specific order, not of specific importance. It's just all in my mind. And throughout the day, I'll just get some of those done when I feel like it. And I'm going to be honest, it's worked. Sure, it hasn't been completing 50 million things like I should be doing. It's more like 3, but it's a start. It's a start because it's unconventional. It's do you understand what I'm saying? It's scattered. I'm basically picking up Valis or freaking crystals after killing a monster in the dungeon. I'm just picking each crystal up. I don't have a direct path of where to pick up the crystals and all that. I just grab them as I see them. So that's what I'm doing. I have an unconventional plan, and I've been working on it. An unconventional strategy, and I've been working at it at a very small scale. But starting after this episode, I'll be working on a very large scale. So, yeah, there's the story for the day. There's the news update. Tomorrow, you better get ready for tomorrow, folks, because tomorrow's gonna be a biggin. All right, not a biggin. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good episode tomorrow. I'm excited. It's definitely, you know, been years in the making. You know. Also, we're almost near to 1,100. That's not important, is it? No, I don't think it is. Anyway, this has been a fun episode, folks. We're leveling up some folks as per usual. I will see y'all in the next episode, where we're going to be doing something incredible, dude. You're never going to guess what it is. Trust me. It is literally impossible to guess what it is. Anyway, it's been fun, folks. But for now, I must bid you adieu until the next episode, which is tomorrow. So, adios gozaimasu for watching. Ensayo Huil Nara.